Think you've already watched the best Chinese action movies? Think again. Today, we're counting down 10 movies packed with brutal martial arts, deadly secrets, historical battles, crime, and unexpected twists. And trust me, the closer we get to number 1, the crazier this list becomes. This is On Movies Odyssey. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get started. Number 10, Detective Cha. What starts as a straightforward investigation quickly turns into something much more dangerous. Detective Cha finds himself chasing a case filled with hidden motives, unexpected violence, and secrets that refuse to stay buried. The movie doesn't throw action at you every 5 minutes. Instead, it builds tension through suspense and character development cues. Instead, it builds tension through the investigation before suddenly exploding into intense confrontations. If you enjoy crime mysteries with action used at exactly the right moments, this one deserves your attention. Number 9, The Drunken Prodigy. Imagine fighting an opponent who looks like he can barely stand, only to realize he's actually controlling the entire fight. That's the idea behind The Drunken Prodigy. A gifted martial artist masters the unpredictable drunken fist technique, turning seemingly ridiculous movements into devastating attacks. The choreography is fast, creative, and deliberately chaotic, making every fight feel different. It's the kind of martial arts movie where underestimating the hero can be your biggest mistake. Number 8, The Shadow's Edge. Now we're moving from ancient martial arts into a darker world of criminals, spies, and deception. The Shadow's Edge follows operatives working deep inside a dangerous criminal network where nobody can be trusted for long. The movie takes its time building suspense, but once those hidden loyalties start falling apart, the action hits hard. What makes it work is the constant question hanging over every scene. Who is actually on whose side? Number 7, Fearless Kung Fu King. This is for anyone who loves traditional kung fu with a classic underdog story. A young fighter pushes himself through brutal training, discipline, and sacrifice, slowly transforming into a warrior capable of facing increasingly powerful opponents. The fights aren't just about flashy moves. They're about technique, patience, and the discipline behind every strike. And when the final confrontations arrive, all that training finally pays off. Number 6, A Writer's Odyssey 2. This sequel takes the original's wild concept and pushes it even further. A fictional world begins colliding with reality, creating a strange mix of fantasy, action, and emotional drama. One moment you're watching massive fantasy battles, and the next you're thrown into a much more personal confrontation. The scale is bigger, the mythology goes deeper, and the action becomes even more ambitious. If you like movies that completely blur the line between fiction and reality, this one is worth checking out. Number 5, The Killer of Swordsmen. A mysterious wandering swordsman enters the story carrying a reputation that seems to arrive before he does. But there's more behind his journey than simply winning another duel. He is forced to confront a violent past he thought he had escaped, and that gives every sword fight a much deeper meaning. The choreography is sharp and focused, with clean swordplay that lets you actually appreciate the technique behind every movement. No unnecessary chaos, just skill, steel, and consequences. Number 4, Destruction of Opium at Human. Now, we're stepping into history. Set around a major and painful chapter of Chinese history, the movie follows resistance against the devastating opium trade forced upon the country by foreign powers. What makes the action hit differently is the historical weight behind it. These aren't battles that exist only for spectacle. Every conflict represents something much bigger: resistance, survival, and the fight for national sovereignty. It's an intense combination of historical drama and large-scale action. Number 3, The Gray Man 2. The danger gets even bigger with this sequel. After surviving the events of the first movie, the operatives are pulled into an even more complicated world of corruption, betrayal, and deadly missions. This time, everything feels bigger. The action is more elaborate, the stakes are higher, and the tactical combat comes with even more intensity. If you enjoyed the first movie, this sequel gives you exactly what you'd expect: more danger, more action, and bigger consequences. Number 2, The Forbidden City. The Imperial Palace has never felt this dangerous. Behind the beautiful architecture, secret corridors, and royal chambers lies a world of political manipulation, betrayal, and deadly power struggles. The movie constantly switches between quiet tension and sudden bursts of violence, making you feel like something terrible could happen at any moment. And when the fighting finally erupts, it feels like more than just a battle. It could change the fate of an entire dynasty. Number 1, Return of Sister-in-Law. And here's the movie that takes the number 1 spot. At first, it looks like a simple family drama. A woman returns to a family that never expected to see her again. But there's something strange about her return because she's carrying secrets, history, and abilities that nobody around her saw coming. And that's where the movie completely changes. What begins as a quiet story slowly transforms into a tense combination of family conflict, hidden motives, and explosive action. The best part? The movie doesn't rush to reveal everything. It makes you wait. It builds the mystery, develops the relationships, and then delivers the action when you least expect it. And because of that buildup, every confrontation feels personal. By the time everything is revealed, you'll understand exactly why this movie earned the number 1 spot. And that's our list. 10 Chinese action movies mixing martial arts, historical drama, crime, mystery, and pure cinematic chaos. Which one are you watching first? And if you think I missed a Chinese action movie that deserves a spot on this list, drop its name in the comments. This is Movies Odyssey. Subscribe for more action movie lists, and I'll see you in the next one.